Morning, everyone. On this kind of dreary day after that stormy night. Hope everyone is okay. Just wanted to come on here a little earlier today. I've been sharing this week on Facebook about mindfulness. This is a concept that's sort of trending, not only in the mental health world, but also probably something you maybe have heard of before, but just curious to learn a little bit more about. And then today, really focusing in on how can we incorporate that into our daily lives. So if you've checked back or you've seen the post this week on Facebook, I've been kind of pulling it apart into different sections. I also just this morning posted the blog that has all of this information. The link is in the header of this video here, so you can click on that as well. So just to kind of recap, I've shared this week on what is mindfulness. Mindfulness is basically paying attention to your thoughts without attaching judgment. And this creates self-awareness. It helps us to offer ourselves some self-compassion in that non-judgmental piece. And it just helps you to be aware of your thoughts, but not attaching yourself to them, to know that thoughts come and go, and to not make assumptions about them. I also talked about where mindfulness originated. Now, the deep roots of mindfulness are in Buddhism, but the mental health practice of mindfulness that I am referring to here is not a religious practice. It's more of a cognitive practice to pay attention to those thoughts. So John Kabat-Zinn, he morphed what he knew of mindfulness and helped it to gain some momentum in mental health. And his definition is a means of paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. So we're purposely taking time out in the present moment to pay attention to our thoughts. So again, why is mindfulness helpful? I also talked about that. Increases self-awareness, helps decrease depression. It can be used in stress management. It contributes to brain change. And basically, people come in, or even you out there, you want change, but we can't change until we know where we're currently at. So mindfulness really aids in knowing where we're at, being aware of our thoughts. So many of our thoughts are habitual, and so mindfulness is a way to really get in tune with where our mind is. So today on video here, after that quick little recap, I just wanted to talk about ways that you can incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, because that sounds great, but how do we actually do that? There are some formal mindfulness practices that you can check out. There's all kinds of articles and books. But really, I encourage my clients typically to start off really simply and just taking a few times a day, sometimes even putting those reminders in your phone, or when you first wake up, or right before bed, or maybe at lunchtime, or that afternoon kind of slump, and just taking a few moments and taking some deep breaths, and just starting to maybe even closing your eyes if that's helpful, and just see where your mind goes. And start asking yourself some questions. What's going on right now in my life, in my day? What just happened? What's going to happen? What are those thoughts that are there? What are those emotions that are contributed or attributed to those thoughts? But the key here is doing this while not attaching judgment to those. So we're not creating shame or guilt around what those thoughts are. We're just paying attention to what thoughts are there. So the best analogy that I've seen is like watching clouds pass. So if you can picture laying on the ground, maybe on a blanket, and you're just looking up at the sky and you're watching those clouds pass. No cloud is better or worse than the other, and eventually they get out of your view. They're just passing by. And so that's what mindfulness is like. You're just watching your thoughts, you're paying attention to what they are, and you're just letting them go by without judging them. So I encourage you to take a look at the blog, to read through the past posts from this week. If you have any questions about mindfulness, just let me know. And also, again, mindfulness can really help with stress, depression, and anxiety as well. So if that's something you want more information on, I'd be happy to chat with you. I hope you guys all have a great day and give mindfulness practice a try today.